Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Stygian. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today. Look at my sanity, it's above 30. I didn't know that I could do. I'm super sane. And also, I stole a bunch of things last episode. Also, I'm sort of running out of everything, which is bad. Which means I might have to sell some things, which is also bad. I don't like it. I don't like it. Yeah, so last episode we found this book. Well, we read this book, or took this book, and experience has been gained. Knowledge gained. We can see that. Entry 42, Bank of Arkham Safe Deposit Key. Rare, very potent. Very recently crafted, simple design, modern safe key. The bow looks like all other Bank of Arkham keys. That's for number 42. It's not the first time I see the number 42 in this game, but it's a number of a door that we saw. Double stop, very short blade. Oh, double stop. It's probably the notes on things. Very short blade, well-rounded rectangular projections, very deep landings. This definitely belongs to a safe. Holds the secret of number 0, the emanation of Ain Seth. Directly influential over first 5 Sephira and the worlds of intellect and emotion. It could be a seal key related to entry 39. You can see the entries over here. Yeah, but you can't read anything else. Well, yeah, I can't subterfuge it up again. Should I talk to him? Are you done with the key? Not yet. Yeah, he doesn't mind. Okay, that's weird. But maybe it's because he only checks on it at night or something. Although we do have sort of compressed time in this game. So, and because we've been eating rations like nobody's business. So, we're gonna need to find lockpicks as well. Let's go inside. This charred and decrepit palace, which once hosted many events and receptions as the Gentlemen's Club of Arkham, has been rechristened the Blackened Club by the surviving locals and serves as Waxface's criminal fortress. But I can't go inside. The criminal fortress. And that's that. It's got people up there and whatnot. Oh, there's something here. Amidst the undescribable chaos of the Black Day, these sagging gambrel roofs were buffeted by an apocalyptic storm of unparalleled forces. The door is tightly locked, but there is a dusty button alongside, adjacent to a rectangular panel similar to a speaker. Really? Surely not. That wasn't a thing. That super was not a thing. Was that a thing? No. No, in the 20s? No way. We saw a radio, though. So maybe it's like the 30s or 40s. Still. This? I'm gonna ring the bell. A voice sizzles from the speaker. What do you want? Who are you? You ring my bell and I'm supposed to tell you who I am? Go away. I have things to do. Can I come in? No. Well, it makes sense. This is just the expected response. There's kids playing. There's that thing over there. A few cigarettes. That's not going to get us anywhere. You see that? Also that. There's many bad things go all over the place. Magnificent Horatio flyer. That's the second one we find. This place is ours. Leave. What's your own business, grown up? I'm gonna take your stuff. A child's imagination perseveres, even in the most trying of times. Especially in the most trying of times. Oh, I can't go in there. Oh no, of course not, because this is all locked, as it were. And there's that person over there. So we know where to go. Which is the bank, but I don't want to go there before I know for a fact that I will not be getting any new companions. This guy doesn't say anything. It's the white-faced dude. This beautiful mansion somehow remains unscathed and is obviously still occupied, though the relentless vein root have begun to assault it most aggressively. Sure, I'm sure it has. So not having a lockpick here is a pain. I don't think I I've seen a lockpick yet. Well, we're going to the bank, so we're gonna fight. Because I don't have control of Eduardo, this is no man of Arkham or even the Earth. There's nothing human under those rags. Your kind brought this upon us. Cursed creature! Oh. Demon! The angry mob before you is about to lynch the miserable being you encountered a short while ago. It seems this outsider has been chosen as the scapegoat for everything these people suffered in the wake of the Black Day. I'm gonna watch the scene without interrupting. Then again, I'm trying to go for the materialistic option here. Which one would it be? Which one would it be? This guy, the narrator said something about his curiously educated voice. Number 42 right there. Which is a hilarious thing to say. But, that if I gain his... Like, this is a nameless crowd, right? It doesn't matter. I don't care about them. And also, I should be able to convince them to not do anything, if it comes to that. But if I gain his favor, maybe he's gonna give me stuff, and that's where I'm going right now. The other option here of watching without interrupting would be to just gain favor with the crowd, which sounds very flamsy, because I'm not actually taking part of anything. So I'm just gonna. Oh, I'm sorry, my phone just started to ring for some reason. I'm gonna leave him. I'm gonna say leave him alone and shout to the crowd. The crowd turns to you with a mix of fear and hatred in their eyes. One of them shouts at you, "Are you in league with this demon? Don't you see what its kind has brought upon us?" Yeah, attacking the lynch mob. That's not the kind of combat that I was thinking of, to be honest. So... Look what you've become. Do you think we've returned to the Dark Ages? Pfft, do you think we've ever left? The one leading the crowd shouts at you with anger. "Shut your mouth!" Well... A few months... That's speechcraft. Okay, so we have 2 speechcraft checks. Which is good, because I gained an extra point there. And that's exactly where I'm going. A few months have passed, and already you've turned to the Salem witch trials. Can you do... I don't know enough to know what those are. I know what those are, but... like, in a general sense, I don't know exact details. Can you do the same... Can you do the same to the mob? Aren't they your real oppressors? Ooh, that's an interesting take on it. Huh. They did complain about the lack of freedom, and they have shown already that some of the lines there regarding the mob, how the mob is still upholding things like, well, it doesn't let them... I think there's a curfew or something. Did they say... I remember them saying something about how the mob doesn't let people be, basically. And let's say that, yeah. Can you do the same to the mob? Aren't they your real oppressors? Uncertain looks are exchanged among the crowd. You cannot fight the real evil, so you've invented your own evil. Is this your justice? Many among the crowd have dropped their heads now, and all have fallen dead silent. Their mania points to one particular ailment which has plagued the spirit of mankind since the beginning of its journey. Shame. Okay, they're just ashamed. Wait, that's a very grandiose way of treating just shame. Just your shame. It's one particular ailment which has plagued the spirit of mankind since the beginning of its journey. Okay, I'm gonna wait for them to leave. And now, money. That's also, it's not since the beginning, but it's, yeah. Hello. The creature approaches you cautiously. It looks thoroughly confused. After a short silence, it speaks a single word. Why? My reasons are... Why did you intervene on my behalf? You didn't need to clarify. You hold mysteries that I cannot simply let go. That's the one thing. No one should pay such a price simply for looking different. We may help each other in the future. You look resourceful. That's the one. That's why. Of course, I'm gonna need to be straightforward with it, because otherwise I'm not being materialistic if I don't say it outright. Because the game doesn't know that I'm being materialistic. Yeah, let's go with that. If you... And... Oh, sanity gain. Yeah, see? Told you. If you are looking for... In a tabletop setting, you would be able to say anything you want, and you just tell the GM about, hey, I'm saying this, but I'm really lying. My intentions are money. And you're like, oh, you can get 3 points in sanity then. If you are looking for ruin, desperation, and misery, I have them aplenty, stranger. But I cannot help you with anything else. The outsider moves to leave the scene before he was, the scene where he was almost lynched. You don't have to walk alone, you know. I am incapable of helping my own self, stranger, much less others. Such is the lot the gods have given me. Leave me be, that I may continue my search for that accursed man. What man? The man in black with no face. The man with a cane of bones. The ghostly tapping of his stick still rings in my ears. I'm also looking for that man. Then you're as doomed as I am, stranger. In my bones I know that no good would ever come from finding him. Yet I have no choice but to find him. His countenance was the last thing I saw before finding myself in this purgatory. Where did you see the dismal man last see? Somewhere far away. So far, so distant now. Damn the day I left my castle. Damn me for leaving my dreary chambers and the twilight groves and the companionship of my books. Damn me. Is he Dracula or something? He looks like Dracula. He always looked like Dracula. I didn't say anything, but it sort of fits. The castle. The past is best left alone. It often brings pain and seldom joy, and when it does, the longing of that joy twists it once more to pain. How did you come to this purgatory? I betrayed everything. The timeless peace that the lone centuries granted me. My own existence. The outsider slowly regains control of its temper. I do not know how I came here, but I know why. This is my punishment. Perhaps we should look for this man together. The creature is silent for a moment, and then you hear the rugged voice from beneath the rags once more. It is no coincidence that you know the man with a cane of bones. Perhaps I shall walk with you for a time. May I ask your name? I don't remember. I am unsure if I ever had one, but I know one thing. Wherever the fate tosses me, I remain the outsider. Whoever you are, it's a pleasure. I mean, sure. I'm glad. Let's go with that. The creature gazes at you without a word. And we have a companion. We have a companion. Now, let's look at our... Oh, I don't understand why shortcut keys don't work. That's basically a bug. So, he has no sanity, as far as I can tell. It's not here. You can't exit this. Oh, that's a shame, actually. Yeah, you can't exit the screen until you level up. Once you look over here, sure. So he is very will. This will is the attribute for occult and survival. That's lovely. Senses over here is also pretty good. It's good at survival. So that's pretty nice. His agility is not that great, but he should have 8 action points nonetheless. His presence is awful, which makes him really good at everything else. Antediluvian, he's Dracula. He's Dracula. This being originates from ancient times. His personal life experience and proficiencies belong to an entirely different time period and doesn't stand on common ground with other archetypes. His age is unknown, his gender is male, his belief system is nihilistic. I guess you'd have to be for being an antediluvian. Cursed bloodline. That's the background. A terrible sin committed in the past still haunts your family. You meddled with the occult to lift the curse, but to no avail. Oh, that sounds awful. And this could be your character's birth name, or... No, that's the name. Yeah, right. So he has all the health and all that. He got hit, so that's why. So he got 2 skill points over here. He's got medicine, which is nice. He's got occult over here. I wonder if that's for... Oh, he only has a select number of skills. You can't go up on others. That's interesting. His physique is not awful. Where's how's the health? No, that's physique. That's all physique. Yeah. So I probably should go on occult and medicine. Let's go up on occult. I don't know if we're gonna be able to have his own skills. Check on that. Occult is the skill of comprehending the unknown and grasping the knowledge of the mythos. It'd be cool if it unlocked like dialogue choices. That'd be really cool. You increase your character's skill, and then when you ask them specifically about questions about occult or psychology and all that, they would have better knowledge. That's great. That'd be fantastic. So you have Shred over here. The basic attack. Oh, those are... okay, so that's a 10 plus outsider's current level percentage. To bleed... Oh, right. The basic attacks have a chance to of 10 plus... of 12% to chance to bleed the target for a third damage dealt for 2 turns, 2 to 4 turns, and then a hard bitten, which adds mental resistance. And then we have over here Wisdom of the Centuries, increases spellcraft, which he doesn't have. Why would I want that then? Should I go up on melee? I'm gonna go up on melee. So this increases spellcraft minimum and maximum spell damage by 1 and lowers maximum health by 3. That sounds rubbish. I don't want that. Increases melee attack minimum and maximum melee damage by 1 and lowers maximum sanity by 3. Wrath of Isolation. Is he a melee character? Well, he's gonna be now. He's gonna be now a melee character. Okay, the medicine hopefully is gonna help a little bit. And that's the one. So what I want to see, and as you can tell, there's a lot of differences here. Sanity is still an issue for him. Right there. However, I think... So he's a nihilist, which means... This is only when reading. When sleeping. Oh, he has all the things. Look at his stuff. No, close that. Age-old frock coat. This time-worn, moth-eaten frock coat seems to have endured centuries of use. Hands of shame. I can't remove them. The outsider's twisted hands resemble claws of a nocturnal beast, more than limbs of man. And then he has to. Okay. That's just the normal things. Mask of rags. These tattered rags seem to have been put together rather excursively in great haste. Which is weird, because he's old. Let's see. So, I can give him a shiv. It's not going to get me anywhere, but... Nope. Cannot give him a shiv. That's his hands are bust. And then we have Shattered Hand Mirror. Given the repulsive appearance of its owner, it's not difficult to postulate, though banteringly, as to what caused the crack on this aesthetically valuable object. Aesthetically... okay. And he gets Malediction for 3% critical failure, 3% extra critical failure. He also has 1 extra spellcraft, which is weird. Item cannot be unequipped. It is weird because he doesn't have... spellcraft. Does he unlock that later? Either way, we're going to the bank, which is actually further away than I thought. That's my bad. So we have 3 people. One of them... Psst, I have found you. I have an offer for you, says this guy over here. A pasty, malnourished man leaps up from within the shadows. His swollen, wary eyes are riveted on you. The scruffiness of his otherwise fine apparel corresponds with his restlessness and antics. His rolling, vigilant eyes quickly scan the premises, and when he finally feels secure, he addresses you in a timid but needy fashion. I'm sorry if I startled you, sir. I'm Cornelius Moretti. I have a proposal from which we can both benefit. Pardon my abruptness, but it will only take a minute of your time. Be quick about it, then. Plainly in distress, he is gazing askance, I think that's how it's pronounced, at the brawlers standing near the bar. I had seen you go up to the old eel attic before I got ejected by that that stupid swab. You might be just the man who can help me. Stupid swab? The whole town is teeming with them. I wonder which one. The biggest, vilest, slimiest of them all. Marino. That's who. To think that I never took my father seriously when he kept saying, no honest man has ever been born to the Rossi familia. Familia, rather. Yep, very well, go on. He grinds his teeth in chagrin before continuing. It was just another miserable day at the joint when I, partly encouraged by the devil's juice, no doubt, finally spoke what had been on my mind for a long time. Suddenly his anger takes precedence over his nervousness. I called him out, that tyrannical devil's seed called Waxface. I denounced him as the false shepherd he really is. Nobody said a thing, of course, cowards. There is, and will ever be only one shepherd of men. For saying that, they expelled me, humiliated me, and worst of all, they marked me. Twitchingly, he lowers his voice. That's my death sentence, you understand? Marked. He hears you speaking the word, a surge of misgiving darkening his face. It's not the time nor the place, and besides, you're better off not knowing what it is. Oh, no, it is. If I were you, I'd hold no information from someone who might be able to help. He ponders on about your advice for a moment and eventually concedes the point. He says, first they ban you from mob premises, and then the whole town starts to shun you, lest they get marked too. He gets the jitters again and peers about tremulously. Eventually, he says, they'll get to you and turn you over to the cult, wherever you are. There's no hiding from it. Oh Jesus, please help me. All right, what do you want from me? Well, sir, all I'm asking is that you retrieve my heirloom pocket watch from the old eel attic. It's a valuable piece from my late father. I stashed it there, having an inkling that I might need it in the dark days ahead. It's hidden under the floorboard next to the mattress. I need it more than ever, for I'm left with nothing else. Once I barter it off, we'll split the SIGs halfway. Please, will you do this for me, sir? If it's worth the trouble, why not? A shimmer of mirth appears in his eyes. Oh, thank you, brother, thank you. I assure you it will be lucrative for both of us. But my cut is 70%, though. If you think it's unfair, I suggest you find someone else. He casts one final, fretful glance at his surroundings. Yes, that can be arranged. Now I must go before they come for me. I'll be near the desecrated church in French Hill. I'll be safe there. It's abandoned now. Please hurry, sir. My life depends on it. Well, I guess I'm going up there, then. I did not expect not to go to the bank right away. So we're back here. Anything different? Not really. What do you know about this key, Marino? My knowledge on that thing is will greatly depend on whether you're planning to buy a drink or not. I tend to forget things a lot these days. A lot of things will be made with this, if you help me, of course. You know, Cornuto, I hear this a lot. More than you think. It had better be worth my while. There is an old Jewish fellow in French Hill. He has an antiques shop or something. All that expensive junk. It's not it's to the east of here. I've heard he pays good for keys. Maybe he knows something. Yeah. We can form a partnership with him, maybe. Like I care, he says. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna buy any drinks. A piss spot of a, this guy wasn't here before. That woman wasn't there either. You see a withered old man sitting bent over one of the tables. He appears to be in the midst of a heated argument with his bag. The fiery light in his yellowish eyes contrasts sharply with his wary physique. I get it. Cut it out, I said. Dawkins, I tell you one last time, if I ever hear your bloody voice again, I'll break your damn piss spot off a bottle. Do you hear me? All of you. The old man suddenly turns to you, and his fiery gaze meets yours. You're early, cabin boy. Good. Sit down and drink some ale with me. Cabin boy? I think you've mistaken me for someone else. Have I? Perhaps we're on a ship. In a damn ship sailing through the black forsaken waters. Eh? And that may make you a cabin boy, all right. What did you say to me? He turns to his bag. You foul-mouthed horse-spawn? The old man turns to you again. Ah, yeah, the ship. Can its name be Arkham? He smiles a toothless smile. Perhaps there is wisdom in your words. He is not with you again. Long Tom, just when I'd thought you came to your bloody senses. Now I'll be sitting here drinking my ale, or whatever this horse piss is. He registers your presence again. What did you say, cabin boy? Who are you talking to? What's in the bag? You mean in my bag here? Nah, no one of importance to you. Just the low-life scum of the sea. Noden's lot, like me. He hears something from the bag which upsets him, as far as you can tell. How dare you, you horn-swoggling bastard? Noddens? And upon Dolphin's back, on a vast crenellate shell, wherein rode the Grey Nodens, Lord of the Great Abyss. You'll learn more about him in your time on deck, cabin boy. You may even serve the needs of the god of the great deep like I do. Noddens is not like those cold, tyrannical, unfeeling gods that rule this realm now. He finds purpose in mortals, although rarely. Shut your trap, eaters! I better go. He's not with you again. Long time, just when I thought... Oh, he goes back to that. Okay, bye. A sudden vigilance burns in the old man's eyes. Tell me then, cabin boy, before you leave, why do you follow the man who sails the whirlpools of reality? You mean the Dismal Man? Dismal? Yeah, that's bloody fitting. Now answer my question, cabin boy. His voice has taken on a cold and intimidating tone, which I didn't know about, so I didn't give it. I believe he'll answer this mystery. He may have a hand in all this, and if he does, he'll pay. I don't have anything better to do. I like to join him. I don't know. It feels... yeah, I don't know. I feel a strong urge to follow him. That's how calamities often happen, eh? When we fall to those strong urges. He suddenly bends down to his back. What? Peter's found another one? Good boy. All right, you'll have what you want. When? Whenever I decide to leave this rat hole of a tavern, of course. No one here is going anywhere. And he just keeps talking. You have to pay the owner first to be able to rest in this safe house. No! That's awful. Oh, how much did he want? I don't have that much money, and I'm running low on rations. Well, we're out of time for the day anyway, so we're gonna figure this out next episode. For right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Stygian. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.